These men will sleep with your woman, be careful. When it comes to relationships and marriages, trust and loyalty are paramount. Unfortunately, infidelity can happen, often leaving a trail of heartbreak and confusion in the union. Understanding the types of men who might pursue someone else's wife or girlfriend can be a step toward recognizing potential risks and safeguarding your relationship. If you ever leave your woman in the hands of these men, just be sure that they will take advantage of her, because they have all it takes to pin a lady down emotionally. If your wife or girlfriend is still hanging around these 8 types of men we are about to discuss in this video, then it's a major red flag. Number 1. A male pastor who acts as a mentor to her. This is not to discredit all pastors, there are still genuine pastors, but under no circumstances should your wife submit to another man in the name of a pastor or a mentor. If only you know how many women some of these pastors sleep around with, then you will understand better. Women are very vulnerable to their pastors than to their husbands. They honor their pastors and hold him at high esteem more than their husbands or boyfriend. Have seen women go to cook for a pastor who is obviously staying alone. Women in the church will share themselves and go in different days to wash, cook and clean for a pastor who lost his wife or stays alone. Is the pastor a stick? What do you think happens there when nobody is there? I met a woman with her child in the mall the other day. She saw a beautiful shoe and the first thing that popped out of her mouth was, "This will be nice for my pastor." I looked at her. She was wearing a ring on her finger. I was shocked. I asked her if she was married and she said yes. And I went further to ask her, "Don't you think this will be nice for your husband?" Her countenance changed. She said her husband has shoes. Can you imagine that? Most pastors are the reason why some women are no longer respectful or giving their full attention to their husband. A man who calls himself a pastor will call your wife to meet him in the office and your wife will just jump up and go there. Meanwhile, she can't do such with her husband. She will kneel down to greet her pastor who is almost same age with her husband, yet she stand and talks to her husband anyhow. She's ready to buy expensive gifts for her pastor on his birthday but some cheap boxers and singlets for her husband on his birthday. Does that even make sense? There must be a boundary between your woman and her pastor. Number 2. A politician or a very wealthy man. Money is power. Whoever has it has some level of authority and influence over those who don't have it. Don't trust your woman with a politician. A man shared with me how a politician picked him up from the crowd, gave him money and gave him a good job and employed his wife as his personal secretary. He was sleeping with the woman, anytime and anyhow he wants. He caught them one day but was threatened never to speak to anyone about it, else he will be jailed. Of course he had the power and the man couldn't believe his eyes. After some months, he ended the marriage and traveled out. The politician used the woman and sacked her and picked someone else. When you see a politician being so nice with your wife, just be very careful about it. Number 3. A bestie who is an emotional supporter. Your wife or girlfriend has no right to keep another man as a bestie, an emotional supporter, or just a friend who is more than a friend. If a woman agrees to walk the love journey with you, it should be you and you alone. Besties are the reason why misunderstandings take so long to be resolved. Because your partner will run to them and they will seize the opportunity to play around with her heart. But when there's no bestie, everybody will want to reconcile fast because no one is coming to fan the flames. She will say he's just a friend, he is just a friend, yet she's telling him a lot about the relationship or marriage. He's just a friend, yet she will pass the night in his place when you guys have issues. Some will say, I met him before I met you. Wow. Since you met him before meeting your man, if your bestie was that special, why didn't you date him? Why giving space for a third party in your relationship or marriage? A guy told me how a lady accused her husband of cheating. They had issues that night and she ran to his place, and funny enough it happened. Long story cut short, the husband was not cheating but she was the one cheating. Say no to besties, it is a red flag. Number 4. A gym guy. If she must gym, go with her or get the gym equipment for her at home. Leaving your wife to go to the gym all alone with a gym instructor is a risk. Trust is okay, but there should be limits. Have you seen how these gym guys train women before? Have you seen how they use their hands on people's wives? Do you know why your wife now suddenly wants to be in the gym all the time? Some of them even have private sessions, You must be funny to think that nothing is going on there. Women go there wearing things that will allow them exercise, and some of these things they wear are unveiling. These men are not sticks, neither is your woman a wood. They will ask her to spread her arms, spread her body, sometimes they use their hands on them. Feelings and emotions will definitely pick up, especially if the guy is handsome and attractive. Save your marriage and relationship by avoiding all of these. If she won't stop going to the gym alone, then it's a red flag. Number 5. Male doctors. A nurse told me how a male doctor bangs women who come to the labor room to give birth. His excuse is that the place is not wide enough and he needs to help make it wide. This really sounds funny, but it happens. Go to hospitals where female doctors can take care of your wife. A male doctor shouldn't be a personal doctor to your wife. Women are most vulnerable in the hands of doctors, because it is expected that a healthcare provider must examine your body. Most of them take advantage of people's girlfriends and wives. Be wise. Number 6. A male spa body massager. Imagine your girlfriend patronizing a spa where men are the ones fixing her hairs, nails, and massaging her body. How can your fellow man massage your wife's body? What happened to your own hands? Why is she always patronizing spas where men are the ones massaging her feet and body? You think she will come back normal? Some of them will even book private sessions somewhere, or maybe a home service when you are not around. What do you think will happen during the body massage? The man is ready to be at his best just to make sure your wife or girlfriend begs for more. For some of you that leave your wives and travel for weeks, months, and even years, make sure another man is not reaping from where you are sowing. Number 7. Home assistants. This one is one of the effective ways these boys eat your wife. Imagine your wife that should be cooking for you, bringing in a male cook. What's that for? Imagine her driver, her PA, and the gate man. Yes, I am sure you may never admit that your wife can stoop so low, but the truth is that feelings and emotions don't understand English in class. Just pray none of those guys are good looking or attracted to her, because she will make it happen, especially when you are not always around her. Number 8. Your best friends and her ex-girlfriend. These are two set of people you must pay attention to. Most friends are wicked. A lady told me how her husband's friend tricked her into doing something bad, then threatened to blackmail her if she doesn't sleep with him every Friday. She said she had always knew that he had a thing for her because of the way he talks to her and wants to be around her. She had to voice out to her husband, and her husband forgave her for what she did wrong and arrested his friend for blackmail. Be careful how you bring your friends closer to your wives or girlfriends. Also, make sure that your woman is not in talking terms with her ex. Let us know in the comments section if you agree with this. If you are not following me, you may not see me again. Like and follow this page for more amazing contents like this.